on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel here. If you're new, welcome. Really appreciate you stopping by here. Today we have something pretty unique, the Exway Wave. Now, this board has some incredibly unique features, ones that I haven't seen in any other board company has put out so far. It is one of those ones where it has swappable batteries. It comes in two different standard modes, from a hub or a belt drive. And it also has built-in LED light fixtures, stuff that we'll get a little bit more deeper in later on in the video here, but just some incredible features that you just don't get in any other board these days. Might I add you, this board is, I believe, almost 2 years old now. So first, let's start off with the deck. So the deck is a classic Canadian maple deck, like a regular cruiser style design, but with a little bit of a different edge to it. It has these beautiful, nice wheel flares and this awesome kicktail that locks you into place while you're riding. One of my favorite features is this kicktail design. I think it's absolutely so much fun being able to get on one of these boards and have that just enough of a kicktail with the motors mounted in the front and allow you to do manuals. I used to do manuals on a regular skateboard all the time. Now that I'm able to like literally control it with a remote and be able to cruise really long, I think I got like 25, 30 feet, which is better than normal on my regular skateboard. But it's definitely one of those fun boards to be able to whip around and also be able to tic-tac. So the deck having that kicktail on there with the nice soft foam grip tape that's also on there too, which again, they've been using other boards, but it's just one of those features that it definitely helps eat up just the tiniest bits of road vibrations you would get in riding over like harder terrain or anything like that. Moving on to the trucks. These are Exway's Trist aluminum forged trucks, which are absolutely fantastic. They are reverse kingpin. They are incredibly agile, but also give you incredible stability. Now this board does hit 23 miles per hour at top speed on the Ride edition, and that is the belt drive edition, because it does also come with a hub drive edition. We could talk about that later on. But basically, it allows you to just feel super confident being able to carve back and forth and, you know, whip this thing around. You can do slides, you can do turns, you can do tic-tacs, you can be able to manual on it. It does, the trucks really hold up really well. And one of the most unique features with this board is that the ESC is integrated inside of the back truck plate system. So you don't have to worry about, because this is a swappable battery system, having to worry about the ESC being in the way or in those lines that way. I think Exway has really gone above and beyond as far as creating one of these boards that allows you to swap the batteries, but then also keep the ESC completely separated, which does also have the integrated tail light you saw there as well. I think it's just a really cool feature. I mean, I wish more boards did it these days, and I wish there was more of a standard that had these built-in taillights or these built-in features that just give you a little bit more of a personality with these boards. It makes Exway stand out a little bit beyond the competition when it comes to this situation. So having that integrated ESC inside the base plate, the integrated tail light that has the, you know, control in there, basically when you pull back on the brakes or when you accelerate, it just does this really cool rainbow effect, which is also completely controllable with the app. Another great feature too, that it does have an app. Not a deal breaker for me, but it's more of an afterthought when it comes to certain situations. But it's definitely nice to be able to log on to an app and be able to control just little tiny things and change around different like gear settings if you want to, or the LED light system as well too. It's just a really nice, unique feature in that sense. Now this is the Ride edition, so that does allow you to have the belt drive on there. Now, they are 42, 30, 160 kV motors. So they're not the biggest motors in the world, but for me, at my weight, I'm able to easily hit 22 miles per hour, which again, felt confident. I didn't feel uncontrolled or unstable at that point at all. I felt confident the entire time riding this board, whether it was racing down a road, just carving back and forth, or braking before and when traffic. I think the best part about these Ride motors is that you can swap the wheels on there. So if you wanted to throw on Mad 105 wheels or Cloud wheels, you're able to do that with these. The Ride Wave allows you to have a little bit more choice in the wheel selection. So whether you wanted to stick with the 80mm wheels that are on there, or whether you want to switch over to a bigger wheel or a softer wheel, you can be able to do that with these belt drive motors that are on here. Now to possibly the coolest part that comes with the Exway Wave is the fact that it has this hot swappable battery system. So I actually got, with this one, it came with two. So here is one of them, the Exway. This is the 180 watt hours, 5,000 milliamp battery. And It just has so many unique features on it. Hold on. So not only is this battery like, you know, you can pull this out, charges, you know, the brick here. It's got some cool LED indicators on here as well too. That lets you know where the battery percentage is. It also doubles as a USB charging station. So these battery packs are, certain airlines allow 99 watts, but at 180 watts, you have to check with the flight and make sure the airline allows these batteries on there. But the fact is that you can have this in your backpack. The board is a checked luggage. Carry this onto you. You can charge your phone, charge your computer, charge your camera, whatever it is, you have that ability to do this. And then on top of it, plug it back into your skateboard and ride off. Like innovation like this is what pushes the industry even further. Now, let me show you. It's not hard at all. You just take it. There's a button up top here. You push down the button, grab the bottom there, pull it out. That's it. That's your whole thing. Battery's on. Start on the bottom, back up, locked in. Now you have a skateboard. It's mind-blowing that that's a feature on a board that's not even the newest board out there. It's like I said, it's a little bit older, but it's got so many features packed into it that it just kind of blows my mind. And it's light. Like, this is light. You can just throw this around. I was carrying this around for over a week and a half now, and I was taking it everywhere. So whether I was going for a coffee run, whether I was going to run to the bank, whether I was gonna go for like work, get like checks signed or anything like that, it's one of those situations where I just consistently found myself bringing this because it's easy to carry around, throw it in there, and I can treat it like a regular skateboard. I was throwing it on my passenger seat versus like my other boards that are long boards, you know, and it's one of those things where if you have a long board, it's long. So I gotta throw it in the trunk. I don't necessarily put it next to me in the car. I gotta make sure that, you know, it's got the charge on it and stuff like that. And these, I have 2 batteries and I can just swap them if I want to. Now, the 180 watt batteries do give you around 12-ish miles of range, which I did find true. One of my other favorite features is the remote. Everything you need on here tells you the battery, because it is a smart battery, it tells you the percentage. So 42%, remote's got 70%, and then it tells you what gear you're in, which you can choose to opt on the app, on the fly or whatever it may be. It's got a built-in vibrator as well too. So they literally thought of everything and they got a great shape to it. I mean, it's got this like nice little curve feeling to it. It feels good in the hand still. And it's just feature packed as well. I mean, that smart battery percentage on here, it's nice to know at a percentage level where you're at versus on just a line on a bar. So whether it's 5 bars, 4 bars, whatever it may be, it just, for me, it's just a little bit nicer to know that like I have 42% of my battery life left. So it's just a lot more of an accurate number versus just kind of guessing in that sense. So pros, there's a lot to love about this board. I feel like the agility with it, the ability to just grab and go, the maneuverability, and like just the overall feel. I hopped on this board and I instantly felt like I was riding my surf skate. And the one thing I love about that is that it's just that nimble, agile feel, and that shock absorbing grip tape, the way the deck feels, the kicktail, it just all worked so well together that it just felt really intuitive to be able to step on as a skateboarder and ride away as soon as possible. Plus, I think it looks really nice. I think it looks sharp. I know some people don't necessarily like the deck underneath being like this chunky box, but I feel like that's just nice and slender. I mean, you really can't beat this. Like, it's also super light. It's only 14 pounds, but like, this is just a good looking board, in my opinion. The integrated taillights, the optional integrated headlight, it just has a serious amount of features that are feature packed. And I think that all leads to a very well thought out, a very well produced board over anyone in the competition in this area. Cons, the price. The Exway Riot at 180 watt battery, $827. For the Exway Riot, that's a lot of money. I know some people, when you say $827 for a short board that only does 12-ish miles of range, 22 miles per hour, some people might be like, absolutely not. I can say with confidence that it's an enjoyable board. So if you're looking for something that is your short-term like cruiser, this is one of those things. Or if you're someone that travels a lot and you need that last mile resort, you need to be able to get off the bus, get off the subway, get out of the taxi, and be able to travel that distance at a very confident pace, this is the board for you. It's able to throw in your backpack, the trunk of your car, and be able to pick it up and run with you. So, I mean, over a board that's also at this price range, you can find something that has a much longer range per se. But again, you can also pick up another battery and just swap it out. So at this point, I have 20 miles of range with 2 batteries. That's fantastic for a short board. You won't need anything beyond this. To be able to pick us up, ride to the store, ride back, or run a quick errand, or just go out and enjoy a nice like cruising board and be able to like do surf skate turns, be able to tic-tac, manual, get in the back there and whip that tail end out. It's just an overall fun board. And I mean, $827, a little steep in that price, but for what you get, integrated taillight, big motors, selectable wheels, swappable battery, a really nice, comfortable deck, a kicktail that also has a swappable puck on the back there. So if you do burn out that puck there by scraping it, you can swap that out. There's just a lot of really nice features inside this board that I can't recommend enough. But the $827 price range, it is a little bit more expensive than anticipated. But I just think you got to take the pros with the cons. Is this board for everyone? Maybe not. Is it for someone that's a campus cruiser, a last mile resort, someone that wants to have just an enjoyable short board that travels, that's legally allowed to travel on a plane? I think it's your only option at this point. Thanks again, guys, for coming out to the channel here. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and you like these kind of videos, please go ahead and just subscribe down below. Trying to get to my goal here and just log in as many people as possible. So close to my goal of 500 people. So really appreciate it. At 500, I will be doing a giveaway with Shred Lights. I'm giving away one SL300 to one lucky viewer. What's gonna happen is once I hit 500, I'm gonna make a video at that point, post that up there, have everyone comment below. In those comments, we will then pick someone from that comment section. So if you haven't yet, subscribe. And if you also wanna see some more videos, go ahead and watch here or here. Really appreciate it, guys. Looking forward to the next one. Peace.